Okay, I'm Professor Matt Johnson, Chair of Biochemistry at the University of Sheffield, and my research interest is on photosynthesis. And I'm really interested in these glass diatoms that are created by Luke Jerram as part of this artwork. Diatoms are actually hugely important to the global climate because they sequester a huge amount of carbon dioxide and lock it into the waters. And actually then, when they die, they sink down into lower layers of the ocean and they form or help to form something called the carbon pump. So a large amount of that CO2 that we're actually drawing into the oceans with diatoms, phytoplankton like these, is actually causing a huge amount of carbon to be buried in the lower ocean. And gradually we're filling up that sink, and climate change will accelerate much faster once we've filled up those sinks in the ocean. And I think one of the nicest things I learned about diatoms during this process is actually every time you pick up a handful of sand, most of the silica in that sand actually comes from dead diatoms. So the Sahara responds to the bottom of a tropical sea. So every time the wind blows sand off the Sahara into the Atlantic Ocean, it's actually refertilising the oceans and allowing new diatoms to grow once again. Silica is one of the most scarce nutrients actually in the ocean, and allows them to form these beautiful glass cell walls that define them really. And then in terms of climate change, NASA scientists have been monitoring the levels of diatoms for about the last 20 or 30 years now, and they've found that the levels of diatoms are declining by about 1% a year. So they've become a real biomarker for climate change.
Thanks very much.
It wasn't quite 30 seconds.